As a child, you would wait and watch from far away, but you always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all played. And you'd lay awake at night and scheme of all the things that you would change, but it was just a dream. Here we are, don't turn away now. We are the warriors that built this town. From down will come when you have to rise above the rest and prove yourself. Your spirit never dies. Farewell, I've gone to take my throne above, but don't weep for me, 'cause this will be the labor of my love. Here we are, don't turn away now. We are the warriors that built this town.
So what really happened that day? Let's just for a moment speculate, shall we? We have the epileptic seizure around 12:15 p.m., distracting the police, making it easier for the shooters to move into their places. The epileptic later vanished, never checking into the hospital. The A-team gets on the 6th floor of the depository. Now, they were refurbishing the floors in the depository that week, which allowed unknown workmen in and out of the building. They moved quickly into position, just minutes before the shooting. The second spotter on the radio talking to the other two teams has the best overall view, the guard spotter. B team, one rifleman and one spotter with the headset and access to the building, moves into the low floor of the Daltex building. The third team, the C team, moves in behind the picket fence above the grassy knoll where the shooter and the spotter are first seen by the late Lee Bowers in the watchtower of the rail yard. They have the best position of all. Kennedy is close and on a flat, low trajectory. Part of this team is the coordinator who's flashed security credentials at several people chasing them out of the parking lot area. Probably
Hey, if they take us down, they take us
more
down.
men are down in the crowd on L. 10 to 12 men, 3 teams, 3 shooters. The triangulation of fire Clay Shaw and David Berry discussed 2 months before. They've walked the plaza. They know every inch. They've calibrated their sights. They've practiced on moving targets. They're ready. Kennedy's motorcade makes a turn from Maine on to Houston. It's gonna be a turkey shoot. They don't shoot him coming up Houston, which is the easiest shot for a single shooter in the book depository. They wait. They wait till he gets to the killing zone between 3 rifles. Kennedy makes a final turn from Houston on the Elm, slowing down to some 11 miles an hour. The shooters across Dealey Plaza tighten, taking their aim, waiting for the radio to say, green, green, or aboard, aboard. The first shot rings out. Sounding like a backfire, misses the car completely. Frame 161, Kennedy stops waving as he hears him. Conley's head turns slightly to the right. Frame 193, the second shot hits Kennedy in the throat from the front. Frame 225, the president emerging from behind the roadside. You can see that he's obviously been hit, raising his arms to his throat. The third shot, frame 232, hits Kennedy in the back, pulling him downward and forward. Conley, you will notice, shows no signs at all of being hit. He is visibly holding his Stetson, which is impossible if his wrist has been shattered. Conley is turning here now, frame 238. The fourth shot. It misses Kennedy and takes Conley in the back. This is the shot that proves there were 2 rifles. Conley yells out, "My God, they're going to kill us all." Somewhere around this time now, another shot that misses the clock completely strikes James Fenn down by the underpass. Off break. The sixth and fatal shot, frame 313, takes Kennedy in the head from the front. This is the key shot. The president going back and to his left. Shot from the front and right. Totally inconsistent with the shot from the depository. Again, back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
What's up, Buttercups? Been a long weekend, hasn't it? Lots of updates, as I'm coming accustomed to calling them, updates. Hold on, I have a soundboard for this. I didn't prepare, but it's okay. All I gotta do is click. Updates. So, where do we begin with these updates? It seems as if a chief Yellowstone Ranger and his or her number two, I don't know who's who between the two. I'm pretty sure Sarah, I think was the name. We're on a Zoom call with Forrest and Jack, and they came to the agreement that 4 can keep a secret if 2 of them are Yellowstone Rangers. And so then they put an X on the map, I would then assume. I would then, I guess, assume that maybe they shared pictures of the spot. That's not really explained. And somehow these 2 Rangers now know the precise location, even though the blaze is damaged, even though Forrest says you'll never know if you're at the right spot without the treasure chest. You'll never know if you solved where Warm Waters Halt without the treasure chest. Jack is emailed and says, well, with a damaged blaze and no treasure chest beneath it, it will be, he says, hard to recognize as the spot. I don't understand how we have a precise location. I don't think we do. And I don't think anyone is claiming a precise location. However, victory laps were certainly had. I don't know if, can you search for this word? Let me type it in. Vindication.
Vindication!
Oh, there it is. Hold on. So, the people who brought us GPS solve as 99%, who all at once were told 9 Mile Hole. Somehow, when some court documents come out that it's in Yellowstone, that's
vindication.
I don't think anybody was doubting Yellowstone in the broad sense. You either were a Yellowstone believer or you weren't. But when you, I don't think anyone was doubting if a GPS solve was out or 9 Mile Hole solve was out. It wasn't the argument of GPS in particular or Yellowstone in particular versus Yellowstone. Yellowstone as a whole was never argued. It was GPS was argued, or 9 Mile Hole was argued, or Mount Haynes was argued, whatever your particular place in Yellowstone, that was argued. A lot of the times people would go, well, yeah, I do believe Yellowstone at this point. So what? I didn't quite understand that, but that's neither here nor there. And that's about it, right? So a couple of Yellowstone Rangers are told by Jack and Forrest over Zoom, and Jack's lawyer, not Forrest's lawyer, Carl is not part of this, which is interesting. So we have Jack and Forrest saying, hey, by the way, it was in your park. I would like to take the time to thank Yellowstone National Park for essentially, through this court case, setting precedents for future treasure hunts. If you hide a treasure in a national forest or national park, something maintained by the Department of Interior, and the finder notifies afterwards, everything's fine. Even if you dig. I guess that's the prize for winning, because if you don't get the treasure and you dig in Yellowstone, you go to jail. The precedent has been set. This is fantastic news. Yellowstone Rangers can be fooled. Quite possibly. I don't know what's going on. We all kind of have been assuming Yellowstone. Shit, the opening video for this channel is in Yellowstone. Nobody's surprised, I think, by the Yellowstone Rangers being part of this and giving testimony to the fact that the solved location is in Yellowstone. I don't think people are surprised. Whether even if you believed in Yellowstone or not, I don't think you're surprised by it. Am I looking forward to the Dan Barbarisi video? Of course, I can't wait. Interview. Did I say video? I can't wait to interview Dan. What I'm actually looking more forward to is how the next, let me count the weeks. How the next 6 weeks are going to go. I'm very, very interested in how the next 6 weeks are going to go. Oh God, how do I put it? Well, K-Pro posted on Thor that a couple of searchers were reaching out to her or talking with her in regards to working with somebody called Cavalry Media. And that she was told that Doug Preston is signed with the project and that he sold the rights to the codex. Let me do this. It's a trick. Hold on. Did it work? Oh, no, it didn't work. Usually it does. It annoys me. It's like I can see it in my peripheral the whole time. If I see fuzz in my peripheral, I'm like, go, fuck it, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, I think it worked. And essentially states that this was completely denied. Outright. Well, I guess this also sets precedent for the type of information K-Pro gets. So I'm very interested to see how the next, well, let me put it, a few months go. I'm very interested. It's interesting that she put that out there. I would assume the people who told her that maybe told her that in confidence. Or maybe assumed one day she'd go a bit too far. But back to the news. So let's get to cracking in the court case. That was pun intended, by the way. So let me remove that. Let's share the court case documents. It was actually this was amazing. It was posted. I think Jeremy got it. It was posted on the Discord. I guess before anybody had talked about it on YouTube. I woke up that morning and had like notifications on my phone. I was just like, oh Christ, I haven't even had coffee yet. And then I promised myself I wasn't going to bring it up. And then I don't even know how to put it. The veiled insinuations that were made against yours truly. Hilarious. Let's go. Stop screen. Share screen. Motion to intervene. There we go. Yeah. All right. Ooh, and what we're going to do? Oh, I want some treasure hunt music. I want some good treasure hunt music. I think it will be Susie approved. But again, I don't know where the fuck I saved that music. Ooh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. City Slickers dos, man. Dos. Not uno. I saved it somewhere. I know I did. You know, if you type in YouTube into Google, it just gives you an April 1st date for the first hit. That's weird. City Slickers 2 soundtrack. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. All right. So I know you guys got already, because I watched, we got, a lesson in how this all works, but let's use our eyes and brains, shall we? Did you know half of Ha 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 revolves around a trial? Let's see. Here's one thing right off the bat, the first thing I found interesting. Notice here, 0.7, right? This is I just like to look for numbers first. So 0.7. Since the publishing of the Forrest Fenn's poem, The Thrill of the Chase. They call the poem The Thrill of the Chase. They don't call it the book or the memoir. They say Forrest Fenn's poem, The Thrill of the Chase. So they name The Thrill of the Chase. So thank you, court system, for naming the poem that Forrest Fenn didn't. Here's an issue for me. 0.7, and this is for the Declaration of Sarah Davis. Okay? And I look at 0.7, and this is something I'm sure most of you have seen, and maybe there's a perfectly logical explanation for this. I'm not a lawyer, but I might have played one on TV. Since the publishing, hold on, Forrest Fenn's poem, The Thrill of the Chase, wacky, what? Wait. In which he revealed a hidden treasure with clues to its location. Let's go back to 0.7 again, for the United States government. Are they just quoting? Which he revealed, it's the same point. It's copy paste, the exact same point. So 0.7 of her declaration is copy paste the government. So let's go to 0.6. The area where the Fenn treasure was found does not have any trails. The area where the Fenn treasure was found does not have any trails or infrastructure too. Or infrastructure too. It's the same shit. What does that mean? Is 0.5 the same? The location described as the area where. The location described as the area where. Okay, so 6, 7, or 6 and 7 are the same. So 6, 7, 5 are the same. In August 2020 Zoom meeting. So 0.4 is going to be different, I guess. It's the same thing. I mean, this is all bullshit in the sense of how much is actually like stuff. This could have been on like 2 pages. Why is this on so many pages? It's weird, right? I mean, I guess she's a representative of the government now, so it's fine. The poem was named Where the Treasure Lies by Time Magazine online. Wow. Huh. Ben, they're just using the affidavit to support the pleadings. It's normal. They're just using the affidavit to support the pleadings. It's normal. They said it a few times there. Okay, well, it's normal, is what Treasure Hunter is trying to say. Fair enough. It's just such a waste of paper. I'm just saying. This is why my larger point, I guess, because I tried to open this with ha and courts and making fun of court. It's just, do you see all the typing that goes on here? It's just rack up them hours. Anyway. So what are we really learning from this? There's water sites, plural, home to native fish species. Now, I asked that question in the Discord because I'm not familiar enough. They came up with a couple of things, right? Wasn't it? What was it, cutling or something like that? I can't remember. I cut. It's not cutthroat. Is it? Was it cutthroat? Was it? Maybe it was cutthroat. I don't know. What's up, Alan? I mean, it just feels like her answers are copy paste verbatim what the government is. I mean, at that point, what are we talking about here? The only thing we really learn is, upon information and belief, Mr. Stufitz originally subpoenaed to give. That's not it. Wait. It's just basically they have the Zoom meeting. They go to the spot, right? Here we go. On or about June 6, 2020. This, and then maybe let me really highlight. On or about June 6, 2020. Why even pick June 6, 2020? Why not say June 5, first of all? And then why on or about? Well, because I guess he picked it up on June 6th, right? So he says he found it, and he refers to June 6th, and we already know that's a lie because he didn't find it on June 6th. He found it on June 5, hypothetically, right? It just doesn't make any sense. Can't we just stick? This is lawyer speak, guys. This is lawyer talk. On or about June 6, 2020. Might as well say on or about March 15th, 1985. On or about August 1st, 2067. Forrest Fenn would be the first one to say define about. Define on. Define or. That's what Forrest Fenn would do. Forrest Fenn also told me two can keep a secret if one of them is dead. Right now, I got Jack, I got Forrest, I got a lawyer, and I got 2 Yellowstone Rangers who now all know the secret. Why? And where's the victory lap coming from some folks? Because it's in Yellowstone, or because we're doing a victory lap prematurely for 9 Mile Hole? Oh, is it because we have inside information on 9 Mile Hole? Again, I asked the reason why I was banned from K-Pro's Thor, why I was banned from K-Pro's Facebook, was because I kept asking repeatedly, Cynthia Meacham, how can you say that you were all in for GPS October 2020 when Forrest brings you to his house August 28th, 2020, and describes to you and according to your words, shows you. You said you saw it. So you saw the picture that Jack sent him, which you can clearly describe as the Madison, your words. So you know it's on the Madison. You know it's at Fenn Rock. He tells you the story about the fishing line. All of this happens August 28th, and then you publicly push GPS while everybody gets to collect super chats. While they say GPS 100%, GPS 99%, GPS, 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 super chat, GPS, super chat, GPS, super chat, GPS, super chat. Ooh, yeah, that was fun. That was fine and dandy to do. Ooh, yeah, that was awesome. Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah. You know who got the bunk? That shit was fucking PayPal and YouTube. Congratulations. You made Elon somehow richer. I don't even know how, but you did. and then it's, shut up. Shut up. Ha, 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 ha. You don't know what we know. Ha, 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 ha. You don't know what we know on Facebook. And then it was, don't you dare ask questions. That's causing drama. And then it's, should we tell them home of Brown next Monday? And that was after saying, should we tell them home of Brown on your first Monday? It was first on Facebook, let's tell them everything on Monday. Monday happens, nothing. And then on Facebook later on, it's let's tell them home of Brown on Monday, I think, or it was in the chat or something by Cynthia. And then, of course, it happens today. And, no, not at this moment. Not at this moment. Not at this present time. Ask who has motivation for what. Who gladly took all your super chats while they pushed GPS? Sitting there with the person who was told by the man himself that the finder sent an Xmas card, and she says she saw it. And she's avoided the question for weeks, and I was banned for asking. Gee, what could be going on? And would I just say all this and just rely on the fact that the truth will prevail? No, I've seen that fail multiple times in this chase with this particular situation. You need more. You need proof. It'd be quite interesting to find out if certain people's sources don't tell them the truth. All right, what's up, everybody? You know what? I saw Mo Elliott, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So let me go to there. Let me hit back. What time is it, actually? It is 8:10. My goodness gracious. Well,
Smoke weed every day. Hold up. Smoke weed every day. Hold up. Smoke weed every day. Hold up. Smoke weed every day.
you're so vile. So vile. Evil, vile person. Oh, that was a big hit, guys. I might need a minute to recover from that one. It's howdy doody time. Howdy do die time. It's howdy doody time. Back to the Future, man. Come on, Back to the Future Part 3. Is that a new chair? No, it's not. I have my little hangover, little comfy, cozy thingy-majiggy that Ashley gave me for the days where I have a hangover and I just want to go outside and sit. And it's really cool in California at nighttime or in the morning. And so, like, you really do need one of these. So anyway, that's all that is. Where are you guys at with all this? Are we not sick of this? The way I look at it, there's chase personalities, and then there's a real personality. I think people have gotten lost in their chase personalities. And maybe that's the same ironic road I'm going down. It hasn't happened yet, but maybe that's inevitable for anybody who does this. But I think that's part of what's going on. And look, I find it odd that people who were looking for a treasure chest seem to know all the answers about that treasure chest after the fact. What? It's not even just one party either that's getting information. The two people who said they're going to keep this secret no matter what, Forrest Fenn and Jack, both of them have somehow given away the secret each time. They have told Carl, they have told Shiloh allegedly, they have told Cynthia, they have told Cabro, Jack has told Shannon, Jack has told his lawyer. Then they get on a Zoom call and they tell a couple of Rangers from Yellowstone. And as any of us know, I'm sorry, I don't care what position you're in, 2 Rangers at Yellowstone know the solve. All of them know the solve within 3 months. So what's going on here? Does anyone feel a little of the theatrics? I'm not saying any of this is fake. I don't know what some of the insinuations were. I'm not egotistical enough to think that all of them were thrown at me, but a vast majority were. I don't know who's thinking like Cynthia fucking typed this shit up. That'd be ridiculous if she did. I would assume this is all real. It still is all reliant upon Forrest Fenn and Jack Stoof telling the truth to Yellowstone Rangers. I'd find it quite humorous if they agreed to say it was in Yellowstone and then put out a fake solve within Yellowstone. No one's despair. My solve is within Yellowstone. Alan's solve is within Yellowstone. Sam's solve is within Yellowstone. There's a lot of people with solves in Yellowstone, and it seemed like the blanket was, haha, none of you thought it was Yellowstone. What? We don't believe that everyone's just going to be told 9 Mile Hole like that all at once, and that's the answer. Bullshnikes. Especially then when you lie about the chain of custody here on the information. That's what it is. Chain of custody on information, not evidence, information. When did you learn about it and how? And then how do we fit that in the timeline of what you were saying publicly? This is something that everyone should do to everybody. Forrest Fenn is showing you the picture that Jack Stoof, or not even Jack Stoof, don't even have to say that, the finder sent him at Madison fucking River at Fenn Rock, 9 Mile Hole. And we push, oh, we got it for GPS. Was that to push the New Yorker so that they would do the documentary? Did you have to go online and go on YouTube and put a show out publicly stating you were pushing GPS so that the New Yorker would then agree to film you there, but they needed the confirmation that you were willing to go public about it, and that's what secured you the documentary? Is that what happened? Where's my music? Guys, it's one thing if I accuse or say something against somebody in the chase, not personally in the chase, and then they stop doing it, and then it becomes a he said, she said, and then it's really hard to figure out. It's a whole other when I say something, and then they keep doing it right in front of your fucking face. I was debating even going live tonight. But I wanted to emphasize how there's things people think they know. They think they know something and they don't. And as far as I'm concerned in this chase, if that's the case with what it is I know, then it opens up Pandora's box that maybe other people have been lying to them as well. Maybe they just haven't been getting the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And maybe for selfish reasons, they wanted to secure positions in certain areas of this chase in the aftermath, and that would be the documentaries, to make sure that, everybody remembers that they played a role. We're not going to do a very long stream tonight, by the way. Like, honestly. I think it's been quite entertaining to let everything kind of play out over the last couple of weeks. The old adage is true. The more information you have, the quieter you do get. But at some point, ego prevails, and you wanna jump the gun just to prove someone's wrong, just because they're disparaging you and saying that you stalk them, stalk their house, all sorts of things. It makes it nicer and easier when A, you can laugh at it, and B, you have something. But one thing I wanted to do, I was going to do a panel tonight. It's no secret what I named the stream today. But I didn't want to completely copycat or anything like that. But I don't mind opening up so that anybody can join right now. I heard from Cynthia, Shannon, and K Pro about 9 Mile Hole for the last year now. Or not year, but 6 months now. I've heard. I get it. Jack told you, Odious Soul, that it was a wherever it was in that 10 fucking mile box or whatever 9-mile hole. Got it. Jack admitted the truth to you. Understood. I get it, K-Pro. Carl broke confidentiality with the Fenn family and the Fenn estate, and he told you the biggest secrets of the chase. Okay, got it. Cynthia, I understand Forrest Fenn himself told you. Understood. I want to hear from you guys. Come in. Come in. You left your headphones. Oh no. The white plugins. Oh no, I don't see. I don't see nothing. Oh, I see blue headphones right there.
Yeah, but those don't work.
Oh, don't work well. You have nothing else, so you have to take that.
You got more Skittles?
Don't you touch my Skittles, man.
What?
No.
Two?
No.
5?
I'm going to throw the Skittle in your eyeball. Get out of here.
500 minus 5 plus 1 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2 plus 2 plus 5 minus 5 plus 1.
497.
No.
Get out of here. Go.
It equals 1.
It equals 1. I don't believe you.
What's
I'm going to run tape on that, and
wait,
I'm going to figure out what that
what's
actually equals.
500 minus 500 plus 454 minus 400.
I wasn't even listening to you. Go away.
Plus
You're
10.
making up numbers. You don't ask me questions you don't know the answers to. That's
I know.
ridiculous. I need you to go out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What part don't you get? The ba or the bye? The bye. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, shit. 3D Bronze check tape kid was right. Well, don't tell him that. If you guys want to join. If you don't want to join, that's fine. I don't want to talk solves. If you start talking to solve, I'm going to play a game. I'm going to play a game, and this is warning. And if you get mad at me, go back and rewatch the stream, and you can get to this point, and you can get to the point where I say, naughty, naughty, that's on you. If you start talking about your solve, I'm hitting boot. I'm going to boot you. I'm the only one who can talk about a solve. Alan, that one's for you. Please fucking join, playa. Let's get in here. Let's talk about how all this proves is Yellowstone. So if you're a Yellowstone searcher, you know, a little celebration, which I wasn't. I was a Colorado searcher. So, joke's on me. Whatever became of the Reddit tracker guy? I can only assume you mean my source was Branded Man, the head moderator at Reddit, who gave me the ping data, as it were, on that stream. He's still there. We talked. He knows my questions about everything that went down. I purposely didn't privy myself to certain things so that I wouldn't be legally liable. He knows my thoughts and opinions, but we still talk almost every day. And we never stopped talking, so people who thought we did, they were wrong. I watched City Slickers 2 this morning. I was quoting it and then screenshotting it in Discord. I was like, might as well put it on. Shit. Get me a beer. That's right, Tony. Get yourself a beer. Yeah, destroyed is the wrong word, guys. Damaged. And Jack didn't say he did it. Jack said a sudden force of nature damaged the blaze. He did say he dissembled the fake blaze, though, according to him. And we think we know what the fake blaze is, don't we? We think we do. I'd like to know how certain people think they know that. If they'd like to reveal how they know that. Rudy, I'm not saying you know that, but do you know how certain people are positive that In the Wood 33 is Jack? If you can care to comment. Whatever happened to the Xterra dude? Is that why the deposition mentions persons who searched? Well, that's interesting. That's really interesting because there's been accusations thrown at me for things that I've never so much as thought about doing. But I do know certain things about certain events and how they went down. So let's be real careful. Fake Blaze was at Stone Hiker. I don't know what that is. What's Stone Hikers? Tell me where that is. Please tell me. I will go there and look. Trusted. Because what is that? Ben, what's your thoughts on the feds covering up a crime to prevent future possible crimes? Minority Report. Wow, well, 3D bronze. I don't know if you're trolling me or trying to get that part of my brain going, but you got that part of my brain going. And listen, I think Yellowstone came under new leadership at the end there, and they took a different approach to what old leadership wanted. So I think possibly, when did Forrest Fenn say, what if there's no legal issues? Is it possible that maybe the park decided they would start playing ball, but no one knew? No legal issue. Yo, what's up? Possible turn off my YouTube?
Hi, Ben. Can you hear me okay? No back
I can hear you.
feedback or anything?
I can hear you totally fine. Just make sure there's no echo. Sounds good. We're good, man. What's going on?
Not a lot. Just dropping in to say hey.
Well, hey to yourself.
You ruined my high earlier.
I was literally hacked yesterday. I posted screenshots in Discord. It was a real hack. Google sent me one of those alerts, and it wasn't only that someone tried to sign in, it was they got the right password. But they still didn't get in. They got denied because they got 2FA on stuff. And if you don't have 2F, if you get into anything that I don't have 2FA on, I probably wanted you to get into it. But they almost got into my fucking Gmail. And that was yesterday. Or was that today? God, maybe that was today. It was a long day today if it was today. Anyway, what's going on?
Not a lot. That's funny you say you've been hacked.
I mean, I don't know even what to call it. It's not really hacked. Someone figured out my password for my Gmail.
The Discord's a bad idea in the chase, bro.
No, it's not from
Discord is a bad idea because it's so easy to transfer files and all that shit.
I understand that, but I have used the same internet security that I've always used. I've been on Discord since 2016 or 17. No one's ever guessed my Gmail password. That has something to do with the chase. I will believe. I will at least go on a limb and say it has something to do with the chase. Discord, no. Discord is fine.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a kid or what running around in the chat under FBI, but you could get in some pretty serious trouble impersonating an officer.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing that.
Mr. FBI.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on record doing that. Sledneck says Ben's password is "Where's my lighter?" You'd be surprised how close you might have been there. You know what? I should reveal. Should I reveal my old password? Because it's obviously completely different. No, because I don't want to even reveal like the way I would even think about an old password. Fuck that. Never mind. Treasure Warriors. Doesn't the park rangers say there are no trails near where they say the chest was found? If that's the case, it can't be.
Yeah, the key loggers, bro. That's what you gotta watch out for.
I wouldn't say there's trails on the other side of the Madison. On the south side of the Madison at 9 Mile, are there trails? No, I don't think there were trails. I was walking in random, whatever trees looked easier to crawl through direction. I wasn't really following a trail necessarily. I wouldn't. Maybe Rudy can help me out here. I don't believe. I don't believe there were any kind of even what they call social trails. I feel like this thing came up with a new term in this thing, man. They call it like what is it called? Fuck. Does this have like a Control F? Control F. It was like social something. Yeah, social. Yeah, social trails. Here we go. Resource damage, such as the creation of social trails, informal trails resulting from erosion due to foot traffic. Isn't that just a fucking trail? What, like, what's a social
I don't
trail?
think that all makes a difference, Ben. I don't think it all makes a difference because
Yeah,
as long as people don't have an answer, they're going to be looking for that spot no matter what. So it's going to get fucking trampled anyway. This is stupid, bro.
I
This is
agree.
all
This is
idiocracy,
stupid.
bro.
This is very, very stupid to me. Not saying any of it's real or fake. It's just this is like a bunch of people bumbling around with their heads cut off. Like, oh yeah, oh, it was in the park after all. You mean the same thing we sent you so many harassing and threatening emails about and guilting you into stopping because we were putting the deaths of searchers on your head. We're just okay with everything because you told us where it was. And so, and we don't have a problem with the fact that you took the chest out of the ground and obviously dug it out. We don't have an issue with that, even though we've prosecuted other searchers for digging at Yellowstone, but they didn't find it. So you know what? Fuck
Yeah,
them.
you have a good point there, Ben. Definitely,
ridiculous.
that's a good point.
This is ridiculous. Is this why I'm banned? I don't know why I'm banned, man. But asking questions at this point seems most integral. And we can't stop asking questions because it's making less and less sense with more and more proof coming out. That to me is a huge red flag that something is going on.
It's
And
entertainment.
well, I agree. It's
It should be
entertainment.
listed at this point. It should be listed under comedy. That's my opinion.
I could go with that. I mean, a comedy of drama, though. I mean, it's almost sad to some extent. Wouldn't you have rather moved on to
Yeah,
another?
it is sad because actual people are actually getting hurt. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be
Emotionally, they've
listen,
done it physically. What else
listen,
is next?
do you know what I realized today? And I'm convinced of it. And I could be wrong, but I'm 65% sure. Someone posted a picture of the two rangers. They like pose, it's from the website. It's literally the official Yellowstone official picture. I got yelled at by that woman last year. I was at Madison Campground, and I was going to 9 Mile and crossing, and I get back. Oh, I might have been at Mount Haynes actually, and I get back, and she's there waiting for me. There's a notice on my tent, and she's just sitting there in the truck, and I get there, and she just comes out and just fucking rails into me. Your
Can
children.
this lady intervene just out of speculation?
What do you mean?
Could she intervene out of speculation, speculating that Forrest had put it there?
I don't think it's she who intervened. I think somebody way above her intervened. Or am I wrong on that?
We're talking about the Davis lady, right?
Right. I know the Davis lady was the one on the Zoom. She's the one who goes boots on the ground based on the information she's received. She confirms somehow, and this is why her testimony is in this affidavit. My question is, okay.
How would they even know to intervene, though? I mean, unless somebody said exactly where it was.
I'm not a law professor, nor am I a lawyer, nor do I pretend to be one. So
that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make. I know it doesn't make sense. I will agree there. Something doesn't make sense, and usually in the court of law, there's an answer to something that doesn't make sense that also equally doesn't make sense, but there's an answer. So I maybe there is one. I will say there's just some things that just don't simply pass the logic test, the simple bare bones minimum logic test. Now, on the flip side, the first thing I said to myself when I started questioning this was, why on earth would anybody fake a solve inside the boundaries of Yellowstone National Park? Why would you put yourself in that predicament? Especially if it wasn't in there. And that's basically where I was at. Now, I reached a conclusion that felt like an omega. Why would you do that? To say fuck you to the government. Yeah, we're gonna lie and say now. Why would Jack go along with that? Because somehow
Yeah, you don't want to make a bad name for yourself before you
exactly,
go, though,
right?
bro. Because that makes your family look bad. That could have consequences on your family, and Forrest didn't want his family in any of this.
Well, I agree there, but at the same time, are they really involved if it's Forrest who's the one lying and not Zoe or Carl? Why is Carl is not in the Zoom? It's Jack.
As far as we know, the girls, you proved it yourself with your the DB Cooper thing. And that guy, the guy that you were always talking about that was holding the fish there, what was his name again?
Clark Gable.
His daughters didn't know Clark Gable. Well, maybe his daughters didn't know he had a book either. Who knows?
It's murky. That's where I'm at. It's murky. I think there's
a big hole in the story.
There's a hole in the story
where the bullet went through.
But I will say this: at some level, there had to have been a "fuck you" to Yellowstone coming from Forrest Fenn. Either by hiding it in Yellowstone, that's an "fu" to Yellowstone, and that's an "fu" not to Yellowstone per se, but an "fu" to the feds. And then if it's not in Yellowstone and you're going to fake a solve in Yellowstone, then that too is an "fu" to the feds. Where I think we're at is somewhere in the middle. I think it was in Yellowstone, but I just still don't believe 9 Mile Hole. Oh, finish my Ranger Lady tent story. Oh, yeah. So I get to the tent. There's a fucking sign up there. She gets out. She yells at me, "Your kids have been prancing around in their bikinis along the river, making lots of noise. They left out food."
Oh.
Now, then she got to the left out food part, and I was like, oh, no. And she looks at me, too, to see if I took that part seriously. First, I was about to roll my eyes. And then as soon as she got to the left out food part, I basically dropped to one knee, and I apologized. And I was like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that they left food out. But then she just kept fucking going in me. Where were you? Well, I mean, they're 16 and 14. Hold on, I feel like I have to sneeze here in a second. But they're like 16 and 14. I'm pretty sure I can leave them alone at the river. Okay, but where were you? Well, I was up by Mount Haines. Why were you at Mount Haines? And I figured maybe she was watching or she already knew. I always assume they already know. So I said, I crossed the river. I was looking for Forrest Fenn's old treasure site. Not taking anything down. Yeah. But I flat out told her. I was like, I'm looking for Forrest Fenn's fucking old treasure site. I was at Mount Haines. I crossed. There's a big tree. It fell over. It looked cool. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for them to leave food while I was gone. And then she goes, don't let it happen again. If they leave food out one more time.
You know what? I told the ranger I was looking for the I told the ranger I was looking for the Forrest Fenn treasures, and he showed me maps.
Do you know what? Wait, they showed you what? Maps?
Maps. Topo maps. Yeah.
Oh, they showed you a topo map. Interesting. You know what? I went to go get firewood my first night at like there's that little shop if you're at the Madison campground. And I walked in to go get a couple things of firewood. And I went in and paid, and she asked me what we were all doing because we had a bunch of kids with us, and she's like, "Oh my God, you got a bunch of girls with you. How's that going?" And I'm like, "We had to drive 20 hours to Texas, and then we went from Dallas up here to Yellowstone, all with all the girls. I've been enjoying it." And she loved it, right? She was laughing. And then she goes, "Well, so why are you guys up here?" And I was like, "Well, because I'm looking for Forrest Fenn's treasure site." And she goes, "What?" Like, or she already knew. And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because it's dope. It's significant. It's amazing. It's history." And he said it's an archaeological site, so I'm pretty sure there's some shit there. And she laughed. She goes, "You can't fucking touch it." I'm like, I just want to see it. I was I talked to her a little bit. I built some rapport. At the end of the conversation, she asked where I was. I was like, I'm at Mount Haynes. I realized I wanted to go to 9 Mile Hole, but when I did my solve, it was Mount Haynes. But I'm going to go up to 9 Mile Hole now, or down to 9 Mile Hole now, and which is funny. City Slickers 2, the whole debate: what's up or down on a map. Anyway, and I'm going to go to 9 Mile Hole. And she goes, "You know what you should do instead of going to 9 Mile Hole, Ben?" And I lean in with my fucking firewood, like I have diapers in each hand, ready to go back home. And I lean in. She goes, "You should go to Pebble Creek." And I was like, "What?" Like, this is straight out of a movie. A fucking Yellowstone ranger is not telling me not to look for it. She's just telling me where to go. She's like, "You should go to Pebble Creek." I was like, okay. But then I was walking back with my firewood to the campsite, and I realized, she's just pretending to be like Forrest Fenn. She's like, "I'm going to send that fucking stupid ass tourist to Pebble Creek and make him drive for 45 minutes and fuck around with him." Well done. Well played.
Yeah.
So what else are we thinking about the shit going down, dude? I haven't heard from you in a while. I know you've been mad.
I think we're all addicted to the chase.
I don't know
Is
about
what I
addiction.
think, and this is a result of the addiction.
Let me ask you this. How many hours a day do you put into the chase?
What do you mean into the chase? I don't really put any time into it anymore besides what I'm doing right now.
When I mean by putting it into the chase, or if you're reading an article about the chase, if you're reading a message board post, if you're looking at a map still,
Oh, nothing. I don't look at that stuff anymore. Really, just the old YouTube videos and stuff.
How many YouTube hours are you putting in a day watching?
I'd say at least 5 to 6 hours a day, maybe more. I don't know.
I mean, that's practically almost a full-time job. That's 30 hours a week if you're working like 6 days, 5 days, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
For what? For a family that tells us to go away?
For bragging rights.
For the people the family has chosen, a quote unquote, according to them, to give information to, so they can dangle it in front of us and keep saying, "Come back Monday night, keep coming back Monday night." Also, P.S., give us some super chats. For what? These are the questions I was asking before I even joined YouTube. What's all this about? If this is what they knew from day one, and by day one, I mean August 28th, 2020. We know Cynthia and K-Pro talk. Look at them on the fucking YouTube stream. They're buddy, chummy. They said they fought, just like apparently Forrest fired Cynthia, I guess, at one point, just like Forrest kicked K-Pro out at one point. All bullshit, all lies, all theatrics for YouTube. All theatrics. None of that was real. She didn't sneak in to the house when Shiloh was there. They knew she was coming. I'm putting about the same amount of time in, Ghost. 5 to 6 hours.
Some days it could be more. I don't know. It depends on if I could walk or not that day.
Do you think there's anything left to find? A jar, a ring, a second chest, an archaeological site?
I actually, my thoughts now is I actually do think that original website could have been legit, the auction website now. And if that's legit, then they told you there's something there. But now we risk the chance that Miss Davis has already found whatever could have still been there.
That's interesting. I don't think she did. How could she? Jack said the blaze is damaged. Forrest said, without the chest, you don't know if you solved the poem.
Is
Jack
Bill
then
Gorman blocked?
say
You said me a
again?
message. Is Bill Gorman blocked?
He shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think he sent a message saying that he was blocked. He couldn't get in. He wanted to come in too.
I've never seen another square pop up. This has happened to a couple of people. Last time I tried, one of the times I've tried to get Alan to come on, the same exact thing happened and it never popped up. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it makes you sign into YouTube or Facebook per your request.
That's weird. Well, we press on. I can always have Bill on another time. I can't super chat, so I'm just sending Ashley some Tide Pods. Oh, Jesus. I would have danced an Irish jig if any of you found the chest, but not Jack. What went wrong? Nothing went wrong. Jack found the chest is fine. Listen, I think there was a lot more of a chance and a likelihood, guys, that it was going to be somebody who found the chest that wasn't going to speak. This whole idea that whoever found it was just going to announce it to the world seemed a little silly, because I would listen to some people talk and they would say, oh, I'm not actually going to say anything.
Yeah. What do you think, Jack? Because he popped up when all the court stuff popped up. I think he was trying to back Forrest up or something, and that's how he got involved. If that wouldn't have happened, I don't think we would have ever heard from Jack.
I don't know. I honestly do not know. I have gone through it over and over again, and I know that Jack was brought to the point where it was either he fight it or reveal his name, or his name would be revealed. But he didn't fight it at all. There was nothing.
No, I think if the whole story is legit, then Jack went in there to back up Forrest. And that's how, I don't know, that's how maybe he gave up the location.
But then the story is that the family decided they were going to stop paying for services rendered to protect Jack's identity. So that's part of the story, is that the family stops doing whatever it is Forrest and Jack had as an agreement. Nothing makes sense. Everything.
Yeah, I don't. Behind closed doors, it's none of my business, and I don't really care about that information.
It goes
because that's borderline privacy invasion.
On whose part?
I think some people in a show earlier I saw today kind of incriminated themselves and made it aware that stuff's going on.
I would agree that mistakes were made today. But that's neither here nor there. Your friends here, though, FBI. They said, I doubt that. I don't know what that's in terms of. But. What's going on, chat? I feel like it's getting feisty over here. Well, I like what Gallatin says. What's the other half of the story? You will see when, what, where, who, why. I ain't seen Jack. I mean, I got to say, Jack certainly knows how to tease, correct? Ghost? I mean, it's not us who are saying there's another side to the story here. We just feel it. I feel it in my bones. There's another side to the story. Jack says, and that's not even half the story. If it's 9 Mile Hole, what's the other half of the story here? You chuckled. You quietly chuckled at that.
I did chuckle because we've already had this conversation, like when you first started your channel, and we're having guests.
Are we literally back?
I already called this. I already called this a long time ago. It was about a gag order.
This is depressing.
It is depressing.
This is depressing. And this is what's being called breaking fucking news. This is so
breaking news. There's still a treasure out there. It's called the Treasure of the Valley of Secrets.
Treasures are secrets. Secrets in this chase
There's mining history that's totally erased from my area. The mining history's been erased for 10 years in the early 20th century.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in 1900s.
that doesn't surprise me.
10 years of it. And then all of a sudden you hear about a massacre.
Alan K says Jack found the chest in 2019. He told Forrest but didn't retrieve it. Forrest felt handcuffed but shouldn't have been. He's Forrest effing Fenn. Just my opinion. I mean, it's hard to argue. It's interesting. It's interesting. Everybody seems to be agreeing that Forrest has left a shit show for everybody. I don't know, man. Feels a little ungrateful. Oh, he disappeared. Well, to me, it feels ungrateful. I don't even know when he disappeared. Feels a little ungrateful to me. Forrest left a shit show. Oh, this is awful. Oh, this is so stupid. Well, okay, you didn't have to go find a treasure then, did you? Oh, this puts me in a bigger tax bracket, and I don't like it. Okay, deal with it. This is getting redonkulous, is what I would say. Redonkulous. Jeremy says, so is the general consensus now that Jack can't say the location because he's under a gag order from the government? Is there a gag order? Oh, I mean, I just see a motion to intervene. Right? I don't even know if there's a gag order. Oh, Minotaur and Packer Jack are not getting along, apparently. Let's see what's going on. Minotaur says, just having fun. Is Minotaur being mean? What are you doing, Minotaur? Well, everybody got booted. I almost saw somebody else come into the thing, and now I'm left with nobody in my fucking StreamYard thing. I see nothing. It's just me. I don't know what Minotaur said, though. But I am going to put back on fucking... Should I defend myself on some of the obvious accusations and insinuations that have been made against me, or should we just not even bother? That's what I've been debating also in my head. City Slickers 2. Oh, I got to type in soundtrack. God damn it. Well, sorry guys about the link. I'll do a panel later in the week, and obviously we'll fix whatever the issues are. Look at this. Let's get that gold. Yeah. You know what we should do? A poll. I like polls. We should rejoice, though. We now know it's in Yellowstone, most likely. I mean, shit. Come on. That's good news. Is Yellowstone it? I like that. Now, my question is, does this woman, what's her purview? Is she just in charge of Yellowstone, or is she in charge of other national forests or something? I don't know. I feel like that's potent in terms of this mix here. When was Cynthia threatened by that lawyer about releasing the location? I don't know, but I can tell you this, folks. I'll release it. The second I find it, we can match it. Willing to say, hey, I think this is a match. GPS coordinates, pictures and video, all you can handle. I don't care what anyone says. Jay Minnesota says, I never actually searched anywhere except Yellowstone. Love it till I die. Treasure Warriors, did K-Pro say something about a Supra and if anyone putting out the solve can be charged if people get hurt or damage is done to property? Well, let me tell you this. Was K-Pro's name listed on the interested parties? I'm pretty sure I saw that. What happened to that? What's going on? Do they just want her emails? I don't know, but I can tell you what I do know. I don't trust much, not because I don't trust the person saying it. I don't trust the information they're getting. And I think at some level they know the information they're getting is wrong, or at least they're fighting that in their own heads. That's about as far as I'm willing to go on that. For now. K-Pro already put that post out. Should I show everybody the post I'm talking about so you guys know what I'm going to be talking about? Let's do that. Oh, Bavetta asked me on Discord if I'm going to talk about the Fenn clue video. I've already talked about that. You know, K-Pro told me, Carl, the lawyer, told her the original video was 90 minutes long and that either the record button wasn't hit or it didn't save. They had to record it again, and the second video was much shorter. I don't know if any of that's true. If all that's true, that's ridiculous. If any of that, it's that's what she told me behind the scenes. And come on, I hear that and I'm going, either I'm being lied to. Remember, go back. I played a scene, ladies and gentlemen. I played a scene. Let me show you. Do you remember the casino scene? You're telling me Carl, the lawyer, is breaking confidentiality, and he's telling you that there's a video for the solve. And it was 90 minutes long. And then they forgot to hit record? And they had to do it all over again, or whatever the extent of that was? That's when things started to add up. Share screen. You remember this? This is what I said back.
Jackpots. Do you have any idea what the odds are?
Shoot, it's got to be in the millions, maybe more.
3 fucking jackpots in 20 minutes? Why didn't you pull the machines? Why didn't you call me?
Well, it happened so quick. 3 guys won. I didn't have a chance to call
Oh,
you.
you see the scan? You didn't see what was going on?
Well, there's no way to determine that.
Yes, there is. An infallible way. They won.
What's a casino? People got to win sometimes.
Hey, what? You're pissing me off. Now you're insulting my intelligence. What do you think? I'm a fucking idiot? You know goddamn well somebody had to get into those machines and set those fucking reels. The probability on one 4-wheel machine is 1.5 million to 1. On 3 machines in a row, it's in the billions. It cannot happen. Would not happen. You fucking Momo, what's the matter with you? Didn't you see you being set up on the second win?
I really think
you didn't see that you were being set up on the second win?
I really think you're overreacting.
Listen, you fucking yokel, I had it with you. I've been carrying your ass in this place ever since I got here. Get your ass and get your things and get out of here.
You're firing me?
I'm firing you. No, I'm not firing. I'm firing you.
You might regret this, Mr. Rothstein.
I'll regret it even more if I keep you on.
This
Yeah.
is not the way to treat people.
Listen,
I started to learn who knew what and who didn't.
This job. If you didn't know, you were in on it. Either way, you're out. Get out. Go on. Let's go. The guy's history.
Let's see. Well, I was looking something up before that, though. I know. I love that. I love that movie too. Can you imagine if they closed Yellowstone? Or not closed Yellowstone. Could you imagine if they closed 9 Mile so you couldn't cross because of all this bullshit? And oh, by the way, yeah, you can cross along the bridge, but be careful. There be bears. Okay, this is a great treasure hunt. I was also told Forrest Fenn hurt his back on the final leg back after hiding the treasure, crossing the Madison. So one can hurt themselves. Don't do what a 79 or 80-year-old wouldn't do. One can hurt themselves, and there's bears around, and it's illegal, and it's buried, and oh, by the way, it's just, I believe some of this to be true, but not all of it. There's a coordination to 9 Mile Hole that struck me as very odd, where I actually don't believe a lawyer would break confidentiality, and I actually think some people have been getting lied to, or they've been lied to overall for quite some time, and they just don't know it. They don't realize it. And I feel as if those tides are finally turning. And it's been amusing to watch people continue to do the same script they always do. And you know the script I'm talking about. I mean, unless you think I'm a vile individual that would scare a 10-year-old child to run back into their home, unless you think I'm capable of doing that, then yeah, okay. But we know the script. It's a good thing someone saw that script coming. And their sole intention was to find out, is this person a truth teller or is this person a liar? If they're a truth teller, we'll be friends. We'll keep this going. If they're a liar, we'll expose them for being a liar within the chase. I haven't actually called K-Pro a liar on any of this. On terms that go back to all those Facebook posts before I was banned. I was questioning Cynthia's story. I'm very clear on my thoughts with Cynthia. Very clear. I even apologized to her for my thoughts and then learned more about how she was lying and then also threatening people and blackmailing them. So I guess, I retract my apology, Cynthia. But that's not the focus here. And it's not even lies that are the focus by individuals in the chase. I think people have been pawns and patsies without ever realizing it, without ever knowing it. And hell, I might even be one. And I don't know it. Who knows? What I do know is I have ears. I have eyes. And K-Pro I know what I was doing. Ah, that's right. Okay. That's right. I remember what I was doing now. Okay. We're going to go on Thor, or I'm going to show you at where is it? It's much easier if I just go to Thor. Gotta find the right one. K-Pro says, Forrest Fenn movie coming. Hey all, I was given the contact info for Calvary Media as I was told they were making a movie /and/or documentary. I was asked to reach out to them. They had been in contact with a searcher from way back and Douglas Preston. Another more recent searcher has said that Douglas sold the rights to the codex to this group. But I asked Douglas, and he was absolutely clear this is not the case. So I have some at least yellow flags going up. Since this group has seemed to have activity in the community for at least a year, I wondered before I reach out, as I was asked to, who else are they working with in the community? Would rather PM on this one than responding here. Thanks a bunch. Kay. What else did you ask him, K-Pro? I'm curious. Is time running out? Have you been wrong? Someone new in the chase just can't just come in and know things. They're just new and they haven't been in the chase, so no one new can come in the chase. Someone new won the chase. His name's Jack Stoof, right? So I guess someone new can come in and change the game up, can't they? What else, K-Pro? Is there an email? Can you show the email? What is all this about? You asked Douglas. Does Douglas tell you the truth? Do you have proof of this? Show us the proof. Show us the proof. I'd love to know. Douglas is one of the most important, if not the most important person left in the chase. Shiloh didn't say where hints were. Shiloh didn't say that he knew what the ending of the poem was or that he knew that you had to change things up. It was too easy. That's Doug Preston. Shiloh didn't write the codex that's based on, basically loosely on Forrest Fenn. That's Doug Preston. Is it possible you're wrong? And if you're wrong here, where else are you wrong? That's not good, is it? Oh, yeah. No, I felt that too. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. You know what I need for this? You know what this calls for, actually? I'm just going to let you sit right there. I'm going to go get one cigarette. I promised myself I wouldn't. I'm going to go get one cigarette. Enjoy. Oh my God, I fought the urge. I fought the urge. I didn't do it. I almost did it. I didn't do it. This sucks. Anyway, I don't know if my thing's not working. Nobody else is joining the thing. Everybody who tried to get onto the stupid thing, somebody else besides Ghost Answer just tried to pop up too, and then it fucking booted. So I don't know what's going on. Hold on, I see a thingy. Ghost Answer, I see you. It says I'm backstage, but I don't see you on my thingy. There's nothing to click, man. It's just all white screen. Somebody else tried to go on. Anyway, sorry, man. I don't know what's going on. Are we sick of this, though? Like, are we not sick of this shit? I'm sick of it. Oh, P.S. Last week, wasn't it? Or last week, Sunday. Or last week, or yesterday, whatever. You know what? It's hyped up every time. Oh, Monday, we're going to do it. And then they don't do it. You know, the kids talk about, their YouTube shows that they watch, and they're like, there's never an ending. You know, they say a bunch of things, and then the next episode they say a bunch of things, but it has nothing to do with the things they said before. And then they do another episode, it has nothing to do with the things they said before last time. Right? I know, it's the same thing here. You're telling me you're pushing GPS in October 2020 all the way through to a New Yorker documentary that gets released in 2022. But also in 2022, you released that you actually knew it was 9 Mile Hole because of a Christmas card the finder sent Forrest in 2019. And then we get ridiculed for asking, what? But go ahead, keep giving those super chats, guys. Keep giving those super chats. The only super chat I cared about today was Copper Dan's super chat for the St. Jude's. Copper Dan. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Copper Dan's link. I don't know where the actual damn charity is because I don't set this up. I don't talk about it. I'm not going to I'm not plugging something. I don't know. I just know they're doing charity. I gave some to it. I hope you guys do too. So go to his channel. I'm sure there's somewhere on there that will talk about the charity, and then bingo, bingo, bongo. But that's the only super chat I cared about today. This is ridiculous. Stop doing it. The information isn't valuable, especially, again, go back to the GPS stuff. Go back to the videos after GPS of leading up to it and after. How can you push that when you know something else? What am I missing here? If there's a logical explanation to it, fantastic. Why didn't you tell me the first time I asked in a very calm, cool, collected manner? Why didn't you tell me the second time when I asked in a cool, calm, collected manner? Or the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th until I was banned. Good thing that K-Pro decided she wanted to start talking about stuff that she doesn't know what she's talking about. Maybe she will now because she's probably just picking up that bat phone going, what the fuck did I fuck up? Nine bells, 9 ranches. Tony, talk to Alan and I after you get a few beers in us, and maybe we'll tell you about all the ranches we found related to Forrest Fenn because of the ha-ha-ha solve, and how they all seemingly are related to 9 Mile. And even with that information, you still won't find them right away. You might find a couple of them. You won't find them all. It took us months upon months upon months to find it. But it's there. It's out there. There's something going on. Which is why, again, I'd be perfectly fine if it ends up being 9 Mile Hole. That all that does is connect back to Ha 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 and 9 Mile Bay. Fantastic. Again, we were given 3 words from the olive jar from this court case. Donna, Skippy, Creighton. Donna, Skippy, Creighton. Donna, William, Creighton. Donna, William, Creighton. Donna, Bill Creighton. What did Forrest call the finder? Billy? Donna Bill Creighton. DBC. Who knows? All I know is I don't like this music. Let's do that one. There's gold in them hills. I like that song. Do we believe what we're hearing? Is this all over? I don't know what all the vindication was. None of this proves 9 Mile Hole. Unless you know something more and you just can't help but say something. Look at this. We were at 50-50 on the poll. 50-50 exactly. That's pretty nuts. That is quite nuts, actually. 50-50. Holy shit. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Am I going on another DB Cooper search in Nevada? Yes. And Al and I have course corrected what we were supposed to do, thankfully enough. And the spot where we looked at looks remarkable. It's a pity we missed it the first time, but you know what? Great. There was snow anyway. So either on my way up to Yellowstone, we're going to stop at Reno, or on my way back from Yellowstone, I'm going to stop at Reno. We'll see. But it shall be done. But first, I'm wondering what's going to happen down the pike here in terms of Forrest Fenn entertainment, right? Because that's what it is, entertainment. Remember, if they're taking money, if they're monetized, and they're collecting ad revenue, even if it's $20, whatever, they're taking it. There should be something at the end of the rainbow for that, right? There should be real things from that, right? Well, from this free channel, you're going to get a lot of fun coming up. I'm allowed to start hyping it. Not what it is. There's something I know. But Ben, you're holding on to information. What if I've told you all the information this entire time? And you just never knew it. I think we're at the point now where, all right, enough waiting around, right? Oh, there's a little fly right there. Little fly. We're all treasure hunters. We all deserve closure. I don't know how the fuck we're going to get closure. But the way I look at it is, you got to level the playing field. You got to figure out who's who, what's what, who actually knows what, who pretended to know what, who pretended to have information, who thought they had information but actually didn't, who propagated information not concurrent to their actions. I think one of the final texts I sent K-Pro was, your words and your actions are incongruent. Something to that effect. You all know what I've been called. A 3D Bron says he's in the StreamYard room with Jack, and I can't let him in again. I just got nothing but white screen, man. I don't know. I do know this. Time is up. The countdown begins. What's the countdown to? I can't tell you. How long is the countdown for? Well, I can't tell you that either. So why bring it up, Ben? You're just like everything you've been saying about all the rest of them. Well, there's one difference. I'm free. You don't have to be here. You don't need to give me the super chats. They're turned off. My information is not worth your money. It's worth your attention, though. And I will remind everyone, I set one mission for myself when I joined this thing: to find out the truth. What could he possibly have? He's new to the chase. He doesn't know anything. And why did you talk about me about 60% of the time on your breaking news show on Sunday and then again today? We all know the tactics. You outlined the script ahead of time with all the other people you've taken down. Magically, we're all child predators, vile human beings, the scum of the earth. We stalk you, we stalk your work, we stalk your home, we stalk your children, all of us living all across the globe. You know what really pissed him off, honestly? Honestly, that pissed him off. You know why? They opened this, and they thought they got the secret out of it, but they looked and there was nothing. They didn't look hard enough, and I got it confirmed. Keep talking shit. It's working out for you.